Hello and welcome to Access Asia. I'm Delano D'Souza. Coming up, the EU mulls a €2 fee on small parcels shipped from outside the bloc. The measure is expected to indirectly have an impact on e-commerce businesses in China. And final rehearsals wrapping up in Manchester as the musical of the longest-running Bollywood movie starring Shah Rukh Khan gears up for its premiere. But first, the EU is planning to impose a fee of €2 on small commercial packages shipped from outside the bloc. The levy is expected to mostly impact parcels from China, particularly from popular low-cost e-commerce sites like Shein and Temu. France 24's business editor Brian Quinn joins me on set to break everything down. Brian, what's this new fee all about?
So it's being proposed by the EU's Trade Commissioner, Maros Šefčovič. It's aimed at helping to defray some of the massive costs that Chinese e-commerce has imposed on Europe's customs and postal services. Under the plan, commercial deliveries valued at under €150, which are currently exempt from import duties, would be subject to a €2 fee when sent directly to the purchaser, or a 50-cent fee if they go to a warehouse. Those fees are paid by the sender, and that sender is overwhelmingly likely to be a Chinese marketplace like Shein, Temu, or AliExpress. Last year, we see here, 4.6 billion low-value parcels entered the EU, more than 90% of them coming from China. That is triple the level of 2022. That volume has created a huge workload for customs staff in Europe who currently operate on a national level and not at an EU-wide one. It's also led to concerns by member states, France in particular, that Chinese e-commerce hubs are abusing the bloc's €150 customs duty threshold by breaking up large sales into smaller shipments or even misstating their packages' values. EU officials say they're not just losing customs revenues, but that the bloc is being flooded with products whose safety and regulatory compliance is basically impossible to check due to that sheer volume. European businesses, meanwhile, complain that they're facing unfair competition from Chinese companies that don't have to adhere to European labor or environmental standards. Now, EU countries are in fact aiming for a big overhaul of the bloc's customs rules due to take effect in 2028. Part of that would be creating a single EU customs authority, but it would also be getting rid of that €150 minimum threshold altogether.
Now, Brian, that customs threshold is known as a de minimis rule, and the EU is not the first to be getting rid of it.
No, indeed, Delano. We are in 2025, and if there is international trade and China's involved, you can bet Donald Trump has slapped a tariff on it. In the U.S., the de minimis exception for small package deliveries was previously set at $800. Trump has scrapped that exemption. He then initially put a 120% tariff on those shipments. That was cut down to 54% after negotiations between Washington and Beijing aimed at de-escalating the trade war between them. 54%, though, is still a massive tariff, and in any case, there is now also a flat fee of $100 per parcel, which is likely to deter nearly all of Shein and Temu's customer base. In fact, Temu has already stopped shipping small packages direct to U.S. consumers from China. Shein, meanwhile, has delayed its public stock listing in London as it tries to work out a new business model for the U.S. And the EU's small fee is actually due in part to expectations that Chinese e-commerce retailers who have been pushed out of the U.S. consumer market by those fees will be seeking to send even more of their products to Europe to make up for it. Now, European officials say the current situation means individual consumers here have essentially become their own unregulated importers, and so their move is aimed less at raising a lot of money and more at getting this situation under control. And of course, it's worth noting that fast fashion overall, but especially this trend of ultra-fast fashion, is extremely damaging to both the environment and labor standards, so anything to curb it is probably a step in the right direction.
Brian, thank you very much for that. Now, 30 years ago in India, Bollywood blockbuster starring Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol hit the big screens. Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge was no ordinary movie. For some reason, DDLJ, as it's commonly known, captivated audiences. It tells a story of Raj and Simran, two Indians living abroad who fall madly in love. But Simran's father is very traditional and he's having none of it. The film would go on to be the longest running in Indian history. Now, a comedy musical is due to premiere at the Manchester Opera House on the 29th of May. Come Fall in Love, the DDLJ musical, is being directed by Aditya Chopra, the director of the movie itself. Here's a taste of what you can expect with the title track.
Dance to a different drum. Forget where you're from and come fall in la 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 love. Come fall in love. Come fall in love. Come fall in love. La 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 la. Come fall in love. Come fall in love. Come fall in love. La 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 la. Jasmine never hears sell sugar cane. Ranveer grows mangoes ripe with rain. Gulshan drives a scenic train.
We can now bring in Harveen Maneri, who plays the character of Ladjo, Simran's mother, in the upcoming musical. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. I know you're in full rehearsal mode where you are, but how's it been going?
Oh, it's going so well. We're all so excited to bring this gorgeous story to Manchester that everybody loves and knows.
Now, you play Simran's mother, a woman who's, caught between tradition and her daughter's happiness. Did you incorporate anything from your own life to this role?
Yeah, I suppose it's that relationship that any British Asian knows, and it's between heart and culture and family and sort of sacrifice, but also love. So definitely about what I've gone through in life and what most of us do as British Asians.
So what's it like working with Aditya Chopra, who directed the movie 30 years ago?
Working with Addy is an absolute honour. I do pinch myself every day that I am working and being led by him. He's an absolute genius, as you can imagine, and because he has had this in his blood for years since its original format. He's able to put that magic into the show, and he's really worked on turning me into Ladjo, Simran's mum.
Now, DDLJ, the movie, as you know, stars Shah Rukh Khan. If I would say he's a superstar in India, that would be an understatement. You know how big he is. Yet he showed up to your rehearsals. What was it like having him there?
It was an absolute surprise. He'd just done the Cannes Film Festival, and we got told that we've got a special guest coming in. And we were just blown away because obviously for us, it's not just that he's one of the biggest stars in the world. Let's face it, he absolutely is. But it's the fact that he's the one that brought this journey to this story to life. And what an honor to rehearse and for him to watch our rehearsal and give his input. It was amazing, to say the least.
Okay, he gave his input. Interesting to know because, Bollywood movies are famous for their music. But from what I understand, the music in this musical is going to be in English. So how does that work?
We've got a sort of mix of both, to be completely honest. We've got a real mix of languages. We've got English, we've got Hindi, we've got Punjabi. Vishal and Shaker, our amazing composers, have worked with Nell Benjamin on book and lyrics to really bring all the cultures together and the languages. I think that's a real big part of what people are going to take away when they come and see us.
What, in your opinion, makes DDLJ so timeless? I mean, it's still playing. I checked in a cinema in Mumbai till today, 30 years later.
Wow. I think because there's something for everybody. We can all relate. We have friends, we have family, we have culture, we have passion, and I think, and humor, of course, and I think that unites us as a nation. Every nation is united by love, and I think that's why it's timeless. That's what DDLJ represents, love.
Harveen, I don't know where you are from in the United Kingdom, but Manchester has a sizable British Asian community. Does that make you nervous at all?
No, not at all. I grew up in Wolverhampton, which has the second biggest Sikh community in the UK. And I've always worked in big Indian, Asian, South Asian musicals. So, no, it doesn't make me nervous because I feel like I'm being authentic and honouring my culture that I'm so deeply involved with. So, no, it doesn't make me nervous. It actually makes me excited.
That's amazing. Good luck for the show, and I hope you have a good run.
Thank you.
Thank you for speaking to us.
Oh, thank you so much. What a pleasure. We hope to see you all there.
I hope to make it. Thank you. Now, finally, an Indian restaurant over in Dubai has been awarded 3 Michelin stars. It's the first time an Indian restaurant has been given the prestigious honor, and the first time a restaurant in the city itself has bagged 3 stars as well. The Michelin Guide has labeled Tresin Studios' 38-year-old chef a pioneer who has paved the way for more talents from India to join. You better make your reservations quick, as the restaurant, which is located on the Palm in Dubai, only seats 20.
I hope this sparks generations. I hope this motivates all the younger upcoming chefs. It's a dream which is possible, and I think this can only make our cuisine go much more forward, be much more prouder. I think it's a great time for Indian food.
That's it for this edition of Access Asia. From all of us on the team, thank you very much for watching.